Hi, I'm Detroit City Council President Pro Tem James Tate, representing District 1, and today we have with us Mr. Eric Miller. He is the founder of the Lawn Academy right here in the city of Detroit. Appreciate you allowing us to come by and just take a little bit of your time today. You're a busy man.
Thanks, Councilman Tate. Thank you.
For those who don't know about the Lawn Academy, this gives you a chance to kind of brag on. Talk to us a little bit about the Lawn Academy.
Okay, well, the Lawn Academy, we are a college immersion program for youth ages 9 up to age 19, where we provide academic assistance for youth in primarily mathematics and English language arts. And also we provide leadership training for youth. So the thought was this, and this is how it was placed upon me. Utilize the lawn as a canvas to teach great lessons. Surround the lawn with academic excellence and academic competencies. So it's the Lawn Academy is how we gave birth to it. In Dallas is where we founded the Lawn Academy in 2009 and moved to Detroit in 2012.
That's the big.
That's okay, got it.
Save the best for last.
Save the best for last. We started at the corner of 7 Mile and Evergreen.
Okay.
Yes, we started in that parking lot every Saturday, because one thing that I saw was that no matter where you are in the United States and through all of my travel, I noticed that our young men primarily are not hurting. Our young men are dying.
So what led you to 7 and Evergreen? That's in my old stomping yards. It's not too far from where I live.
My aunt, Miss Miller, she lived right in that area, right there, less than half a mile away from 7 Mile and Evergreen. And also a lot of the youth at that time were right from that area, right? And they would just walk up there every Saturday to meet me right on the parking lot, because that's where our headquarters is right there. We met there every Saturday, and that's why we chose that lot.
Wow, you know, this is a nice location. A former bank.
Yes, PNC Bank. Yes.
How did you end up in this space?
End up in this space. We won a grant through Impact 100.
Okay.
So we took that, and my wife and I added $15,000 to it, and we purchased this building, this beautiful, beautiful building.
Now, so did you have any other locations that you were thinking about in advance of this building?
5 years ago, 5 years prior to purchasing this, we had all of our lawn equipment stolen. The night of the news broadcast, a person called us and said, we want to donate $3,000 to get you back going with the youth on Monday. That place was right across the street. It was AJ Transportation. Yes, he called us and said, listen, here's $3,000. Get the youth back to work. That'd be a great thing. We looked across the street and saw this building. It was boarded up. Roll forward another year and a half, Impact 100, we get the grant. The realtor goes out, finds this place, tells us to pull up and look at it. And guess what? I couldn't believe it. It was still boarded up from our conversation a year and a half prior. And here we are.
It was almost waiting for you.
Wow.
That's where you're supposed to be.
That's where it's supposed to be, yes.
So clearly folks have been aware of the programming that you have, and let's kind of talk there. Let's go back. What are some of the things that you want to impart? You know, I know the 6 C's.
Yes.
What are some of those other things that you want those young people to get from you? I remember watching an interview, you know, and this time to again pat yourself on the on your back. Where these young men said that you were a father figure.
Yes.
This is one of the very first interviews, news stories that I saw about Lawn Academy. This was a number of years ago. I think with 2 twins, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no, that brings tears. Mr. Ryan, the one you saw in the video, he was killed in his front yard. Yes, he lives in a 48205 area code. That's why that area code means a lot to me. He was shot in the back of his head by a person that lived right across the street from him, right on the front lawn of his home. As a matter of fact, I'm, in contact with the brother now, because he's still kind of going through that, trying to process that, because this was somewhat recent, a couple of years ago. it just keeps me focused and letting me know that our young men and women are still struggling and they need that guidance. So the things that I want to impart to them, you can make it. You can make it. Don't give up. Do not give up.
I know you talked about the seniors and their lawns being cut and maintained, but it was important to you to make sure that they do not have to reapply every year.
Right.
Now, you haven't talked about that yet.
Right.
I really want you to take some time to talk about really how you take care of these seniors throughout the program, throughout their time within the program.
Yes. So what we do is, first of all, we want to make sure that there's a real need for our seniors, right? So we work with the NPOs, the neighborhood police officers. We work with United Way. They do a lot of referrals to us. DAAA, they do excellent work. They do excellent work. They refer people to us also that really need the help. This week, we just lashed up with the senior from District 1. She's 96 years old. 96 years old. She's 96 and she needs the help. So this is our commitment to our seniors. Once you're in with us, it's lawn care for life. You don't even have to ever call us again. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. You don't have to reapply every year, no. If you make it to our list, and when you make it to our list, you're on our list for the rest of your life.
And you cut it what, once a month?
We cut it once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks, correct. But once again, that's our commitment to our seniors.
How many youth do you have in your program currently? Because I know I saw on the website you had a goal of 230
right.
for this,
right.
this upcoming
So
year.
this summer is 240.
Wow, so you've eclipsed it.
We're gonna have 240 youth this summer. And that's for the after school, that's for the programming, out in the community. We're also gonna be in 2 different schools this summer. We're gonna have 120 youth at one school, and we're gonna be helping all the incoming 9th grade students at another school. So that's like 100-something kids there. So we're gonna be well over around 450 to 500 youth this summer.
And you can't do this by yourself.
No. No.
Tell us about
First
your
of all,
team that you
First of all, the number one person I got to bring up, I thank God for my wife.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you can't do it without a supportive family.
No.
Yeah.
No. So my wife, Maureen, she's very understanding, and she knows what the goal is. And matter of fact, she's my right-hand person to help me with a lot of the decision makings and things like that with the finance, all of that. So I couldn't do it. It's no way. There's no way I could do it without a supportive family.
And I recall you indicating that your son,
yes,
it was just you and he at first.
Yes. Yeah. When I had the idea of Lawn Academy, my son, I designed it with him in mind. So he was that pitch. So I have a lot of pictures of him holding a leaf blower, holding a rake, with gloves on, because I wanted to get that mental picture that was within me out. And also, I surround myself with very good people. And when I say good people, these are just great people that you want in your corner at all times, right? And it starts with like Miss King, Miss Verdell King. She is awesome. She's the person that's, she's over our quality department, quality of programming, to make sure our programming is consistent no matter where we are. Right now, we're at 6 locations. We're going to be in the 7th location soon in Detroit. Mr. Watkins, I can't name all the names, right? Miss Matthews, who's calling all the seniors, and a lot more people. The support of my church, the Fountain of Truth, with Bishop Michael Jones. So it takes a lot of people doing a lot of different things to make this happen. It takes a lot.
And I remember when I spoke with you last year, because we always seem to be running into each other, right?
Yes.
We were running into each other and passing this one time, and you talked about, you wanted this bus.
Yes.
You wanted a bus.
Yes, I did.
I just looked outside and I saw this bus.
Yes.
Your logo on it and everything.
Yes, sir.
What's the bus for, and how did you come across this particular mode of transport?
Right.
Big bus too.
It's a big bus. It's a 56 passenger. When it comes to programming in Detroit, if you talk to any nonprofit, they're going to tell you, talk to any nonprofit in Detroit, they're going to say transportation is their number one problem when it comes to youth being consistent with programming. We want to get that bus. We said, listen, youth want to be a part of the program. They want to do great things, and it's tough to tell a youth that they can't participate because they can't get here. So yes, so we couldn't get a small bus. We had to get a big bus. We got a lot of youth. And I'm telling you right now, that's the first bus.
That's the first bus?
That's the first bus.
I've learned not to deny you or doubt you.
That's the first bus. That's the first bus. So what's happening now, we're over at Durfee Innovation Society with Chris Lambert and that team. So we're in room 208. We're here, kind of centrally located, 4900 East McNichols. We just got a call recently from Say Detroit Play Center. They just built out over there. They asked if we can occupy space over there and do a workforce development program in there. We're gonna be moving in there next week. So to connect these 3 locations, I needed a bus to do that, to get the youth to whatever one of the 3 campuses where they need to do the work.
Last question for me. What's next for the Lawn Academy?
Right now, the thought is going to be, and I thank God, because everything I get, I ask God for guidance. Within 2 years, we're going to be double the size. Within 2 years. We're going to be double the size in locations. We're going to be double the size in youth. I want youth to be that catalyst to drive positive change for other youth.
Yeah, your impact is far-ranging.
Yes.
And I see it, I feel it,
Yes, sir.
and I'm very thankful to have an opportunity to come by and just spend this time with you today.
Councilman Tate, I just thank you.
Much.
And thank you for the great work that you're doing. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we'll be back. And we'll absolutely be back with you for our next Man of the Month. We want to thank Mr. Eric Miller for joining us today. And we will see you once again for the Task Force on Black Male Engagement Man of the Month coming soon your way.